Savannah's Crystal Reiki Healing. I am Erin, and this is my office space. Here we offer, of course, Reiki in all of its simplistic and more advanced forms of glory. But more than that, we do offer additional forms of energy healing, aura cleanse, chakra harmonizing, clearing out not just the normal 7 chakras, but also the multidimensionals, teaching how to shielding, so on and so forth. Eventually, I really got to start working on workshops, which are going to be Patreon only. So there's a reason to get into that. I also offer shamanic healing. Sorry, I'm trying to keep myself on track, and it both is working and not, because so many takes of this. I also offer shamanic healing, which is everything from using the divination for the purpose of healing, for a ritual, to meditations, all of which the Reiki, the energy healing, the shamanic healing includes various aspects of crystal healing, because who doesn't want just an added layer of comfort and stability to help boost you up just a tick. But on top of all of that, I do offer tarot reading, both in person and online, and I offer these Numerology To Tarot readings, which I'm getting ready to offer you online specifically. I offer the full extent of the reading that I post daily, first on my Patreon, because it has the full extent of it, but then I post a more edited form that leaves out the final part of it, the context is for kings, on YouTube, Substack, and Facebook. I really should think about Instagram, but I'm not quite there yet. So, if you're seeing this here, there will be a link to the Patreon down below. Follow that and find today's reading, which is the Dark Magician. And that is today's reading. So, let's go ahead and get started. Have you had your food? Have you had your water? Have you taken your pills today? If not, go ahead and take your pills, because that's kind of necessary for life, just like food and water. And what is the point unless you are feeling happy? So, take your pills. I promise it is worth it. So, all of this is for entertainment. It is a show, and on with the show. Let's begin. The 3-card read that I've got going on is your basic 3-card pull. It's your past, your present, and your future, but because I see it more as a form of a quick psychological check-in, and no one can actually adequately or accurately predict the future, what was, what is, and the possibility of what may be, if we happen to continue along the lines that we're at today. That is after the Numerology To Tarot pull, to which we have today's date. Right here we have the breakdown, we have the addition, and then we have the addition, which leads to one, the Magician. I have the card. Yes, I do. Sorry. The Magician. Now, as I said, I have the entire read down here, and I'm going to be reading off of my own interpretations that I posted earlier. So you're going to get that read to you. All of this, as the Magician, stepping back, the Magician, all of this is yours. You are aware of that, right? You create your reality. Period. You also create the reality that you want to live in. Not just the reality that you want to exist in, but the reality that you want to live and thrive within. You create this reality by your thoughts, your words, and your actions, but also with the emotions beneath your thoughts, your words, and your actions, the base emotions that you respond and react with that inspire your thoughts, actions, and words. These things, all together as one, creates that reality. Today, you feel as if you're at the height of your abilities. And honestly, you are at the height of your abilities, your power, and your command. The power of creation is within your hand, and you have an idea of what you want to create. With all of the tools in your hands and the know-how already in place, whatever that it is that you're wanting to create is going to be spectacular. So, your reality awaits. What are you going to create first? Now we come to the 3-card pull, the 3-card spread in what was, what is, and possibility of what may be in a quick investigation of a snapshot of you. Really creating the context. We have what was. It's the 6 of Swords. Because I have an overlay. Woo! Here we go. Fly. Flee. Escape the situation of your making by allowing yourself to be a part of the situation that's gone tits up. It may not be your fault as to why the situation went so wrong, so fast, in the way that it is. But to stay here is to be far more detrimental than you could ever possibly imagine. So, run. Flee. Get out of Dodge. As you exit the situation with a form of grace, the hardest thing you can do is to remember that you're not alone. You have a circle of your friends who support you and have your back. Just, if I may, maybe not the ones that created such a catastrophe in and of itself. But whatever the situation that you find yourself fleeing away from, it may not be of your making, but it's certainly going to leave a mark. It's going to leave open wounds and scars. You did not come away from such wanton destruction and untouched and unchanged. You will have your scars. Your participation in this is what's going to hurt you the most. Reflect on that. I know it's gonna hurt, and I'm saying this not because you deserve it, unless you do deserve it, but really reflect upon it and learn the insanely harsh lesson that was involved in all of this. What lessons can you learn? Learn it if you can. It will offer little solace to you in the nature of the scars and the wounds that you carry. And I am sorry for this, but it will begin the healing process, and you may heal, but you will heal. And may you heal in a far better and a far more healthy way than what you just fled away from. But that choice is up to you. Are you going to continue to go along with your old habits and old way of being? Or are you going to surprise everyone and try something new this time? We've got the what is. What is of the now is quite literally the King of Wands reversed. Leaveth thine audacity at home or behind you. You made your choice. You created your reality. It's never going to be in dispute that you have greatness about you, that you can do great things. But you went down the easy path. You went down the easy road by ignoring the lessons that you were supposed to learn in the first place. Ignoring them and repeating patterns that created the same chaos that you just escaped from not too terribly long ago. You chose the easy route. You are a great person, capable of great things, good things. With a simple wave of your hand, with focused intention and will, you can change the world for the better and move mountains in the process. But you won't, now will you? Because protecting your ego is far more important to you. There was a lesson that you needed to learn, my child. But as the saying goes, pride goeth or cometh before a fall. And then, those who fail to learn the lessons of the past are doomed to repeat them. I would say, be careful that you don't take anyone else to hell with you. But I doubt you're paying attention to anything other than the sound of your own voice anyway. And now we come to the third card in the 3-card pull. The possibility of what may be if we continue to walk along this path. Apparently learning not too terribly much. We have the Knight of Swords. The first rule in becoming a fanatic. You go after the enemy that you perceive with such ferocity and such passion that if you can't keep yourself in check to some degree, you will become the very same enemy that you are hunting. You have learned a thing or two within your journeys, and you have grown. But that is not necessarily a good thing. Certainly you have become smarter, but you have also become far more prone to getting up and jumping into action as the situation requires. And perhaps you're a bit too overzealous to jump into action, even when the situation does not require it at all. You cannot be denied, and heaven help anyone who stands in your way and would deny you, because on top of your brute strength, you are an unstoppable object when you set your mind along that path. The only issue here is that you are single-minded. That tunnel vision, along with any goal that you may set your mind upon, with your overzealous actions and your fervor, may help you in a very specific circumstance, but not now. Now you are no different than the same people who caused that chaos that went tits up, that had you flee away from that situation oh so long ago. And the very same situation that wounded you in the beginning of all of this. Hurt people hurt people. The stage is set, and we continue on this particular read-in with the context is for kings, found only on Patreon. We're getting ready to bring it all home. What does the magician mean to you, given the context of everything that was just said within this reading? If anything resonated within this reading at all with you, then perhaps this reading was for you. But you can find the context is for kings only on Patreon. But this is today's reading here on YouTube. You can find the rest elsewhere. I certainly hope you enjoyed this reading, and click all the buttons down below if you want. Like, share, subscribe, certainly. Leave a comment down below if you're so moved. Or just simply leave me a comment that if you just simply want to look me dead in the eyes. Like this. And say, fuck you. I'll see you next time.